Once upon a time, in the village of Akoba, nestled in the heart of Africa, there lived a poor farmer named James. His life was a constant struggle, as he worked tirelessly from dawn till dusk to provide for his family of 3. The soil was unforgiving, and the crops often withered and died, leaving him with barely enough to feed his loved ones. His wife, Sonia, worked equally hard, helping with the farm work and tending to their small hut. Despite their efforts, they couldn't seem to escape the cycle of poverty. One day, while working in his field, James stumbled upon a mysterious and ancient-looking stone. As soon as he touched the stone, he felt a strange energy coursing through his body. Suddenly, a voice whispered in his ear, offering him a deal. Wealth and prosperity in exchange for his daughter's hand in marriage to the snake spirit. Desperate to provide for his family, James agreed to the covenant. Unknown to James that untimely death awaited him whenever his daughter turned 18. Years passed, and James's farm flourished. He and his wife, Sonia, later had a son and named him Chris. James became one of the richest men in the village, with a grand mansion and abundant crops. But as time went on, he began to forget about the covenant, thinking it was just a superstition. Meanwhile, their children, Mary and Chris, grew up, unaware of the covenant. Their eldest child, Mary, was a beautiful and kind-hearted girl, loved by all who knew her. She helped her mother with the household chores and spent her free time exploring the surrounding forests and rivers. Mary's younger brother, Chris, was a curious and adventurous boy, always eager to explore and learn. He spent his days playing in the woods, chasing after birds and rabbits, and dreaming of one day becoming a great hunter. As Mary approached her 18th birthday, her father had a terrible accident. While in the farm working, a poisonous snake bit him and he died. Few weeks later he was buried and life continued. One night, while Mary was sleeping, the snake spirit appeared to her in a dream, revealing the truth about the covenant and demanding that she fulfill her father's promise. Mary was horrified, feeling like her life was being torn apart. Mary confided in her mother, Sonia, who was equally shocked and heartbroken. Sonia had always known that her husband's sudden wealth was suspicious, but she had never imagined that it came at such a terrible cost. "How could father do this to me?" Mary asked, tears streaming down her face. "I don't know, my child," Sonia replied, holding her close. "But we will find a way to break this curse. We won't let them take you away from us." But as they sought help from the village elders and spiritual leaders, they realized that the snake spirit's power was vast and feared by all. No one dared to challenge him. In desperation, Mary turned to her brother Chris, who vowed to find a way to break the covenant. Together, they embarked on a perilous journey to seek the help of a powerful sorceress who lived on the other side of the forest. The journey was treacherous, with raging rivers, venomous snakes, and deadly predators lurking in every shadow. But Chris' bravery and Mary's determination kept them going. After many days of travel, they finally reached the sorceress's hut, hidden behind a veil of mist and magic. The sorceress, an ancient woman with eyes that saw beyond the veil, listened to their tale and nodded gravely. "I can help you," she said, "but the price will be steep. Are you prepared to pay it?" Mary and Chris exchanged a glance. They knew that they had no choice. "We're ready," Mary said, her voice firm. The sorceress smiled, revealing teeth sharpened by age and experience. "Then let us begin. The first task is to retrieve a crystal from the depths of the ocean, guarded by a fierce sea serpent. The second task is to fetch a feather from the nest of the legendary phoenix, hidden atop a treacherous mountain peak. The third task is to bring back a drop of dew from the petals of the rare and exquisite golden flower, which only blooms once a year under the light of the full moon." Mary's heart sank, but Chris' determination bolstered her courage. "We'll do it," Chris said, his voice steady. And so, their quest began.